Good morning. I'm Eli Juicy Jones. This is Vape AM. I hope you have a cup of tea with you or a cup of coffee because today we're going to review some AZ Swagg Sauce. The flavors that they just sent me, we've got Mean Muffin. What are they? Mean Muffin, Juicenstein. I can't believe I forgot that. Mean Muffin, Juicenstein, Bunz and Roses, and Maui Waui Milk, another big favorite. So check this out. Vape AM, AZ Swagg Sauce review. We're gonna wick some RDAs and taste all this delicious juice today. My incredibly expensive intros. Those are really difficult and expensive to make. I hope all y'all are having a nice morning. Double D's is in the house. Good morning, gal. I hope you're having a great morning. I hope all y'all are having a great morning. I got all these juices from AZ Swagg Sauce a little while ago. We did an unboxing of these along with Stifler's mom and some other stuff and some DIY flavors. And I've gone through these, so I want to review them for you. I love these things, and some of them are a miss, some of them are kind of a hit. We got to wick some atomizers first, some RDAs. And you guys tell me how all of y'all are doing. I want y'all to shout out in the audience. Obviously, we're going to use Texas Tough Quick Wicks on these guys. And I'm actually vaping on the Maui Waui Milk here on the Cheetah 2 as we speak, and I'm going to wick probably the AIM 9, the Goon, the Shuriken, and the Lush Plus, I think. We'll start with the Lush Plus. This is my vape nut stand, by the way, in case you guys don't have any of these. They're awesome, and we're doing this on my iJoy Captain PD270, which uses 2700 batteries, if you guys haven't seen these yet. They're awesome. All of you guys out there have seen these, right? My faithful viewers, almost all of y'all. I'm giving one of these away for my anniversary, by the way. James Mills, good morning. Cliff Vales, everybody, good morning to you. Just get out some of this wicking. Get out some of the wicking and start putting some of the wicking on the RDAs. Yeah, I'm going to wick these and then we're going to taste them. It's going to be nice. It's going to be a nice morning. I'm just letting my autofocus hunt, so sorry if that's irritating. I'm going to let it do its thing for a change. I usually don't. I usually control it. I'm over-controlling, Pop. Papa, let me free. I just pressed the button there a little bit. Ironed out my cotton, didn't I? It's fine. Looks like we split a little bit here. Gonna give it a twist. Get on in there, buddy. Yeah, so I'll put some cotton in 4 of these real quick, and then we'll taste them. I want all of you guys to shout out, tell me how you're doing. Well, we're only gonna get one side out of that, right? Oh, I'm sorry, I totally hit the camera. That's annoying. That's no problem. I'm just gonna get another chunk and put her through there. Love Quick Wicks. Texas Tough Quick Wicks is kind of a hybrid between the fluffier, sort of like spongy kind of cotton that you're used to, and a much more groomed, managed type of cotton that they use down there, or they create. It's available from eBay. There's a link in the description. I love the stuff. I use it for RTAs. It's really superior. I realize everyone loves their wicks, so I don't really put too fine a point on it, but I think Quick Wicks is superior, and I've used almost all those cotton products. Let's look in the chat here. It looks like Cliff made some coils that are really good. Double D's finally into her new house. Time to unpack. Are you into your new house in California or into your new house there in the UK? I'm not sure what's going on with you. I haven't seen you, and I'm so curious because we're waiting for you to hit the US. Hit the shores of the US. Although I don't know why I'm waiting for that. I could just as easily wait for you to move in anywhere. It's perfectly good. Okay, this Lush Plus finished. So let's get out the next one. Actually, we may as well juice this. We're going to use Bunz and Roses in this one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wick these and we'll taste them all at once. Oh yeah. in the Buns and Roses. The Lush Plus is pretty cool. It's got like a little spot for you to stuff the ends of your cotton. And it's not like, it's sort of a well. It's really just machined down. There's like a little hole there that'll hold the end of your cotton. And I like that. I'm just stuffing it into the little corners. Sorry the autofocus is so freaking crappy, but hey, whatever. You're not here to see me wick the Lush Plus. We're here to talk about swag sauce flavors. While I'm stuffing this in here, I'll tell you which one Mean Muffin is. Let's do it. I have all the descriptions up here. I'm ready to read them officially to you. And of course, I'm just going to read them. Maui Waui Milk, Butter Cracker, Mean Muffin, a sweet baked cinnamon apple taste on the inhale, and sugary vanilla muffin flavor on the exhale. So it's basically a muffin with cinnamon and vanilla that we'll taste. I'm sorry if that looks kind of janky. I'll let that one go a little long. I'm trying to stuff it back into the back there. The little reservoirs in the Lush Plus are pretty cool because they allow you to just drip into the middle and let it go in there and then soak up into your cotton. So it works pretty well. There we go. Alright, that's going to be ready in a minute for our deliciousness. Now I'm just going to take that off of there and stick it on the stand, and then we're going to build on the AIM 9. We're not building, what am I saying? I'm just wicking. This is just wicking. We're just getting these on there. Always rub the inside of your RDA on the cotton when it's wet. I'll just put a little liquid on the thing, on the inside diameter. And I just took all these out of the ultrasonic, so they're having a bit of a time going back on there. That happens every time. Alright. Okay, one down. 22 to go. Freaking bottom airflow atomizer, so irritating. Alright, there is yet another one. That is quite a shocking lack of focus. It's more irritating than I thought, so you guys, felt bad for you. Oh, no wonder. Boom! That's better. Much better. Yeah. It was also set on the wrong resolution. How about that? This is the AIM 9. And the AIM 9 is great. This thing is bottom airflow. It's from a little company called AZ Vape. They're kind of well known for making fancy Strider mods and stuff, but this little guy is surprisingly great. It does a lot to like mitigate the irritating stuff that happens when you're doing bottom airflow atomizers. There's just a little cotton left over in there from when I put it in the ultrasonic. There we go. Get on through there, buddy. This one's really giving me guff. Normally they don't give me so much trouble. There we go. There's no problem. There we go. Looks like I've still got a little bit in there. Pull that out. Put in another piece. I like the AIM 9 a lot. This is my current favorite little RDA that I've got. I've got a bunch coming in, obviously, and there's a million out there in the market. I stress to all of you guys that when we're doing reviews and stuff, I am not usually claiming that something is objectively better than something else, although I do that. Usually, I'm just talking about how I like one thing better than another. AIM 9. AIM 9 is definitely one of those things. I like it better than the Cheetah 2, even though the Cheetah 2 is only, it's side airflow and doesn't leak at all. Which you would think I would like that a lot more, but no. This thing has great flavor. Good size, actually, which is a weird thing to like, but I do. One of the things about the AIM 9 and all these RDAs is that you really want to make sure that you don't have lots of or lots of cotton that's left over and cotton that's sticking out of the sides. You gotta have it on the inside because it'll screw up your seal with your O-rings. There we go. I just trimmed off a tiny bit there in case you guys didn't notice. With my embroidery scissors. If you guys just tuned in, I'm Juicy Jones. This is Orbital Vaping Headquarters, JUICYJONESHQ. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us here on YouTube. We're live every Wednesday and Saturday. We're live on Instagram quite a bit in the evenings, in the afternoons. And right today, we are tasting some swag sauce flavors. Mean Muffin, Maui Waui Milk, Bunz and Roses, and Juicenstein. We already put the Mean Muffin on the atomizer, and now I am just wicking the second one. And on the second one, we didn't taste it yet though. I mean, I've tasted them. Obviously, I've been vaping these. But that's how we do this here. We get up in the morning every Wednesday, every Saturday. Saturday we do interviews and talk to people. This one is going to be my friends. What did we do first? We did Bunz and Roses first. Oh no, we did Mean Muffin first. And then next we're going to do Bunz and Roses. Bunz and Roses has like an orangey taste to it. Bunz and Roses is, I'll read it right to you. It's cinnamon Danish, orange cream, icing, and sweet cream. And I originally read this profile and I was like, yuck, I'm going to hate that. But the truth is, I don't. I think it's great. And I'm a little surprised by that, to be honest. Okay, I've taken that off. I'm going to put it back on the vape nut stand. Vape nut. Vape nut. Come on, buddy. Now I'm going to pop out the Shuriken, which is one of my favorite RDAs. If you guys don't have a Shuriken, this is one of the ones that came out last year from Cthulhu Mod. And they are pretty good. They just came out with a new RDA called the Azeroth, well, an updated version of the Azeroth. It has a different deck. And, you know, it looks okay. Not so sure about this. Looks like Double D says she has her desk under a skylight, so the neighbors are going to think her house is on fire for some reason. That's funny. Alright. Unfortunately, I can't follow the chat too closely. I don't know what you guys are up to. What I have is my chat set way too small. There we go. Oh, now it's larger. Good morning, everybody. Hey, Chili Dog. James, get well. All right. Now we're just using some... This is a big 3.5 millimeter twisted build I have in here. That we're going to try to get some e-liquid in. Or we're going to try to get some cotton in, but I think I put too much. I think I put too much in my twist. It happens. Trying to get as much as I can in here to fill the inside diameter. It's fairly important to make sure that you actually have cotton on the inside diameter, because some of you have seen problems like popping and spitting. Spitting isn't exclusively a problem with not enough cotton, but popping definitely happens occasionally when you don't have enough cotton on the inside diameter to fill it up, and some liquid will leap from the cotton to the actual coils. And you don't want that. You want it to be pretty tight in there. Let's get this thing all trimmed up. Not making any attempt to make show coils or anything. We're just getting to these swag sauce flavors. I can tell you guys how they are. Love the folks at Swag Sauce. They have DIY flavors now, which you guys have seen me using, and we're almost at a flavor that I like using those, which is great. It's taken me 6 months. But I'm not very fast or good. Alright, maybe we are. Ooh, almost cut my finger off there. With my embroidery scissors. Almost cut my finger off, Jim. That would not be good. Let's get this business in there. And this is a great big RDA. and can handle very large amounts of coil and cotton in every way. Yes, I think we are doing quite good. Yeah, in fact we are. This one is going to be Maui Waui Milk. It's delicious. Maui Waui Milk is a coconut strawberry milk. One of their eBay favorites. You can buy Swagg Sauce flavors from their website at swagsauce.com, or you can buy them on eBay, which is where they began selling them, but with zero nicotine on eBay. Obviously, they can't sell nicotine on eBay. And you international customers should know that. That's pretty cool. They can actually sell them from their site, obviously, too. They sort of implemented the website later than they did the eBay selling. They are a retail outfit out of Arizona. These guys and gals are great, friendly, cool. They're sort of on the extreme and low end of the budget, which is really good. They're actually not on the extreme low end of the budget. They're just budget. This juice isn't as good as, say, Swagg Sauce or, say, Van Gogh vapes, but I mean, just as far as the actual quality of the actual juice, you can just tell. But it is good, and it's definitely my absolute favorite inexpensive vape. There's no vape at this price point that's this good. But you have to let these steep. Okay, what do we say? Maui Waui Milk? Oh yeah, Maui Waui Milk. And this is just going to be Splash Tech because it is just a big giant cotton ball in there. Stop repelling water. I don't like it when you do that. It's not cool, baby. Maui Waui Milk is one of my favorites of these. I'll just spoil it and tell you. Love the stuff. I dripped it. Alright, Shuriken. Get put away. We only got one more. The Goon. The Goon! What's it? Obviously, never forget paper towels on your desk. Okay, cool. Oh, thanks, James. James put the code up there. Use code JUICYJONES at Swagg Sauce, and they will give you a discount. I don't actually know how much that discount is, and they don't track it and tell me, so I hope it's good. I think it's at least 10%. I'm pretty sure. But I would like that. All right. There we go. So now we're gooning up, which the goon can just do no wrong, pretty much. Except I've put too much cotton in there. Gotta pull a little out. Go for attempt 2. This has got a 2.5 millimeter inside diameter triple fused Clapton in it. I can see that by looking at it. And I'm going to just use juicy technique here. Lazy. This is what extremely lazy vapors do, which no reason not to. Why not? What I'm doing is I just send the cotton through, and then I just fold it around and send it through the other side. Pull it through and cut it. And then that sort of saves trouble. I guess it may or may not save any trouble at all. Let's see, why not? It saves cotton, I'll tell you that. Instead of using a whole chunk per side, I use one strand for the whole thing. There we go, we're in. And this one's going to be Juicenstein. Juicenstein, the last but not least. The fourth one we have is Buttercracker, but we've already reviewed Buttercracker. If you haven't seen a review of Buttercracker, be sure to check out the other Swagg Sauce reviews on this channel. I've actually done more reviews for Swagg Sauce than any other single vape company of any kind. Maybe Smock or OBS? Actually, I don't know. I think Swagg Sauce has won the prize for the most reviews on the channel. Pretty sure. And this doesn't have to be even remotely tidy because it's just an RDA. RDAs let you get away with murder. You really don't have to do a very good job wicking RDAs. All you have to do is get the cotton in there and you're done. There is such a thing as using too much or too little, but too little mainly. You can use too much, sort of, but as long as you saturate the cotton, it really can't be too much. Alright. So let's go back up top and let's taste these, because we've got 4 of them. We'll talk about the flavors again. I'll just summarize them again, and then we'll taste all 4 of these together as a team. Team taste flavor. Okay, got a little paper towel here. I've got the first one juiced up. It's Juicenstein. Let's talk Juicenstein, baby. If you're just tuning in, I'm Eli Juicy Jones. This is Orbital Vaping Headquarters. Today we are tasting AZ Swagg Sauce flavors. They sent me 4 more. We just wicked up a few RDAs. And now I'm going to taste these. The 4 are Juicenstein, Maui Waui Milk, Mean Muffin, and Bunz and Roses. So first is Juicenstein. And let's read the profile for Juicenstein. The thing about Juicenstein is that this one is not my favorite profile, guys. And I think you'll know that if you watch a lot. A refreshing taste of juicy cantaloupe, honeydew, and a pinch of grape. Cantaloupe, honeydew are 2 of my least favorite vape flavors because they always come across tasting like medicinal and weird to me. Not enough watts, baby. That's 72. I'm going to have to go up. We're about 2 air holes here on the goon. Going to go up at 100 watts or so. Well, it looks like we're at 110 now. I taste the cantaloupe and honeydew. I just don't like it very much. I think if you're a fruit vapor, you'll probably like this. I can't really taste the grape. They may be using that to sweeten it. To me, it tastes medicinal. And I just hate the way that tastes. So it's probably just me. But that's a miss for me. And I don't think it smells great either, but it does smell like cantaloupe. It does smell like honeydew. I don't quite taste the grape. It gets pretty good cloud production. I got no complaints about that. And this one didn't seem to need tons of time to steep, even though it's a fruit flavor, so it's pretty good. I think for you fruit flavor lovers, you probably like this, but like I said, for me, kind of a miss. Thanks, Swagg Sauce, for sending all these, by the way. Love you guys. Just giving it another hork there. Yeah. Yeah, not for me. It doesn't have like a super acidic or insane flavor. It smells stronger than it tastes. So if you like cantaloupe and honeydew, yeah. If you're on the fence, probably not. That's for me. I just don't love fruit flavors. That's just me. I'm in the minority, I know. What do y'all think? If you're watching this on the replay, make sure you tell me what you think about all these flavors and what you think about your favorite Swagg Sauce flavors are if you already buy these guys' stuff. Chime in and say hi. You can just pretend like it's a live show if you want and just comment as we go. I reply to all my comments. So I'm not so huge that I can't eventually reply to them all. Hey, Kathleen Hunter. Hey, Jeremy Fuchs. Vaporflow with Sammy Joe. No, Robbie Harkless. Double D's, everybody. Love all y'all. Okay, next flavor, my friends. We're going to the Shuriken RDA, and the next flavor we've got is let's get up the lower webcam here. And the next flavor is Maui Waui Milk. And Maui Waui Milk is one of my favorites. Let me read the official description for you so you know what it is. Maui Waui Milk, a deliciously rich and creamy dessert flavor with a light strawberry exhale and a hint of coconut. It is voted one of their fan favorites on eBay. This one I dig, and I've been vaping this one since I got it. And it's, let me just get a drip tip in this Shuriken. I'm having a little trouble here, guys, sorry. I'm gonna grab another drip tip. Okay, there we go. I love this. It's creamy. Hold on, let me get a little bit more air in my Shuriken. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I can't adjust the air. I'm a little over a hole on the Shuriken. It's good. It has the faintest. This is a very subtle flavor. This is not like a bang in your face flavor. It's got a little bit of coconut, and I really don't taste the strawberry too much in this, but I have a feeling that I do taste some fruit, so that's the strawberry. Mainly, I taste a light coconut cream. Well, no, what am I saying? Yeah, I do. In the end, it is in the exhale, so you get a little strawberry in the end, a little tiny coconut. Love this vape. All day vape, absolutely. This has good cloud production, good flavor, very faint strawberry coconut, good all day vape. It's very mild. I think a complaint might be some people might think that it isn't a very strong flavor, and so you know some people might complain. I think it's great. This is another one of my favorite flavors from Swagg Sauce, right up there with Stifler's Mom and Buttercracker and Graffiti Donuts. Although Graffiti Donuts has fallen out of my favor a little. And in the comments, Kathleen Hunter says she hates melon vapes, but she loves melons. And that's kind of how I feel too. I'm not a big fan of melon vapes. And we're not alone here. A lot of people have this issue. This is good though. Love Maui Waui Milk. Love this stuff. Good one, Swagg Sauce. Not a miss for me. Definitely a hit for me. So definitely. Next, my friends. This is pretty awesome. Just going to take off the shuriken and put it back into the Vape Nut vape stand. If you guys don't know what this is a Vape Nut vape stand. They come in all kinds of varieties, including these that have the press-in 510s where you just press into the silicone, and these which are actually screwed in with a beautiful birch finish. I have several. I'm sorry I keep hitting the camera. That's so tacky. But these are indispensable to me when I'm doing reviews and running around the house because I can carry vape stands around. They're really killer. Okay, next. Let's do Mean Muffin with the Lush Plus next. Mean Muffin. Mean Muffin. Let me just pop that off there. Get the Mean Muffin down here where you can see the cool label. They have all their labels designed by a cool tattoo artist that is in their employ. A guy who is cool. And I don't have his name right on me. But if you go to Instagram, be sure to join us on Instagram, by the way. We're 22,000 and growing there. And we have a good time there, including giveaways and stuff. Alright, Mean Muffin. Just going to get a drip tip on here. Drip tip. Alright. It's kind of strange. I'm having trouble getting my lid on this thing. I wonder if it's because I put it on the ultrasonic again and... I mean, O-rings don't expand. That's not a thing. That ain't a thing. That's not a thing. But as you can see, I'm having a little bit of trouble there. I normally have no trouble with the Lush. Alright, there you go. Oh, there we go. Went right on. Whatever. Hey, that happens. Mad Dog. Looks like Jeremy Fuchs is rocking his Mad Dog on his Able Met. Good for you, buddy. This is the Lush Plus on my PD270, 110 watts. Triple fused Claptons in here. Flavor's good. This one is called Mean Muffin. And Mean Muffin is a cinnamon muffin flavor. Let me just get the description up so I can get it to you exactly. A sweet baked cinnamon apple taste on the inhale and a sugary vanilla muffin flavor on the exhale. I actually only get the apple flavor out of this. I get a little bit of pastry on the outside and mostly apple, and I actually don't like this one. This is a miss for me because I don't taste the vanilla and it's not very smooth and creamy. The vape itself has good vapor production, and I think people who wanted a little bit of apple cinnamon taste would like it. But for me, it's kind of a miss. I don't like the cinnamon flavor that's going on here with the apple. I just don't like it. And there's only one apple cinnamon flavor I like, and that's my Van Gogh Vapes in the coffee shop line. So this isn't unique to Swagg Sauce. This kind of flavor is always a miss for me. I always try them, and I don't really like them. But the production is good on vapor. This could be an all-day vape for anybody who likes this kind of flavor. It's definitely not offensive or bad. I wouldn't say that. It's a miss for me, but not as much of a miss as the Juicenstein. I just don't prefer this one. Out of the two muffiny flavors they sent me, let's move on to the next one, actually. And the next one is Bunz and Roses. And this one is actually a hit, and I can't believe I like this one. I cannot believe it. Its flavor profile is Bunz and Roses. It says, our new specialty flavor, Bunz and Roses, is a delicious blend of cinnamon Danish, orange cream icing, and sweet cream. The ultimate hazed sticky bun. All the yum, none of the guilt. And what amazes me about this is that I actually love it. I usually don't like Sticky bun. I don't like cinnamon or orange usually in vapes. It's just a thing. They usually come out tasting weird to me. I'm going to get out the AIM 9 and put that onto the Captain and get a drip tip in there. All these RDAs that I'm using today use 810 drip tips, except for the AIM 9, which uses its own proprietary size drip tip. It's sort of an 810. It's kind of a big 810. Some 810s fit with big O-rings. But Bunz and Roses, cinnamon Danish with orange cream icing. I cannot believe I like this, but I love it. It's got, the orange flavor is pretty low key, and it has more of a Danish flavor than the other one does. And so I like this one a lot. I've been vaping on this one kind of a lot since they sent these to me. This one probably more than the other ones, except for Maui Waui Milk, and I absolutely love it. So I'm totally down with this one. I'll take another big hork and I'll tell you what I taste on it and in what order. Just putting some more e-liquid in there. Some more e-liquid. I love dripping. Dripping is delicious. It gets this delicious vape. There we go. Just making sure that's in there. Oh yeah, delicious. I really like this Bunz and Roses. I really think it's good. I'm gonna give it a hork. Yeah, what it is that instead of the cinnamon flavor, it has a little bit of an orange flavor. And because they made it so low-key, it's pretty good. It doesn't have a huge pastry flavor, but to me, a little bit more so than the Mean Muffin. And this one's pretty good. I like it. I'm pleasantly surprised by this, so it's kind of a hit. I don't like it as much as the Maui Waui Milk, and I don't hate it as much as the Juicenstein, and I don't dislike it as much as the Mean Muffin. So let me just rank these. Let me rank these together of which ones I like the most and the worst, and that's usually really helpful. And I'll just tell you, my least favorite one is the Juicenstein, which is just a miss on the flavor profile for me. It's not because it's bad or anything. It's just not my thing. My next favorite one, which I don't really love, is the Mean Muffin. And the Mean Muffin is good with a cinnamon Danishy type taste, but I think you have to be a bigger cinnamon Danish fan to like this than I am. And so, you know, if you like fruit, go for Juicenstein. If you're into cinnamon Danish, try this Mean Muffin. But I personally prefer the Bunz and Roses. And the Bunz and Roses with a little bit of an apple finish, or a little bit of an orange taste instead of apple, I think that works better. Honestly, I do. And at least maybe it's just new to me. It's interesting. And the Maui Waui Milk is by far my favorite. The strawberry coconut. This is a super delicious, all day, absolutely wonderful vape. This vape is so good, and I could vape it all day. There's no question. In fact, I'm going to take this shuriken and I'm going to put it on my Nuve mod, and we're going to vape out on this thing as we chat with the audience because it's so delicious. I'm going to go back up to the top here. Close this down. We're going to grab the chat, and we're going to hang out for a few minutes. I'm Juicy Jones. This is Juicy Jones HQ. This has been a review of the AZ Swagg Sauce flavors that they just sent me. It's Mean Muffin, Juicenstein, Bunz and Roses, and Maui Waui Milk. And I love AZ Swagg Sauce. Thanks you guys for sending these to me. Don't forget to use the code JUICYJONESHQ at swagsauce.com, and they'll give you a break on your order. And tell them I sent you. They're nice people. We're going to have more DIY from those guys. I got a flavor I'm making that's out of their DIY e-liquid recipe flavors, and that's almost finished. I have 2 more tries right here of that one. Yay. And we have more reviews and everything. We're going to be on Saturday morning doing interviews every Wednesday. So this is Vape AM. I'm Eli Juicy Jones, and we're going to stick around and chat with the audience right here. Let me get up the chat with the YouTubes, the YouTube chats, and then I'll sit here and taste these e-liquids, and then you guys tell me what you think of these flavors and of Swagg Sauce and everything. Talk to me, guys. All right, I'm going to grab my YouTube chat viewer, and I'm going to disconnect and then reconnect. There we go. And I'll turn it on. That's you. Hey, everybody. Excellent. Hello, peeps. Hey, Laura Laura Asunsao. Hope I pronounced that right. Hope y'all are having a great day. It's good. It's Maui Waui Milk. Love this stuff. I like my shuriken too. If you guys are interested in raspberry vapes, there's a really delicious raspberry coming from Van Gogh Vapes here in July, in just a couple of weeks, and it's so fucking good. Oh my god, it's called Amore, and it's by their new Galleria vapes. And the Instagram is Van Gogh Galleria, and it's so good. And it looks like in the chat they're talking about doing DIY. That's awesome. That's great. Sammy Doe doesn't like raspberries, but she liked Raspberry Rain from Lightning Vapes. Yeah, Double D's, you should give Swagg Sauce a try. The problem with Swagg Sauce is that you have to, I love these guys, so don't take this personally, y'all. You know I love you. But with Swagg Sauce, you have to steep the juice when you get it. And it does happen that flavors change. Like I've gotten a couple of flavors to where, you know, one time it tasted, like 2 or 3 bottles tasted the same, then the next bottle tasted different. So it's just one of those things. It's probably just the product of the fact that they're super busy and they didn't set up a retail operation that was supposed to be, you know, like an they aren't trying to like prove to everybody that they're, you know, the perfect juice company. They're just trying to get good, affordable juice out to everybody in all their shops and online as much as they can. So I like those guys a lot. Yum. Vaporflow saying that Micah's trying to make artwork like there's a cool tattoo art. That's cool. That's awesome. Double D's is in Cali for a week so she can get it shipped to the girlfriend. Ah, that's good. Yeah, in fact, they ship fast, so order quick and then use the code, order, and it'll get to you within a few days. They're really fast. So you can get it to him before, you can have him get it to you before you left. And tell them that you're leaving town at a certain date and try to ask them if they can get it to you before that. And Kathleen Hunter says the custom charges are really bad coming from the States. That's true. Although Kathleen Hunter, you might consider, at least with Swagg Sauce and some of the other ones, you can order them without nicotine. And they may not kill you on the customs then. Although, I don't know. You can tell me. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. That's a very good question. So where are we at? Let me close this window. Love Swagg Sauce. These guys are great. And let me get another window up. Bonk. That's right. There, there's my control room. That's what I was looking for. So let's see. I have to do a little time check here and see how far we got. Yeah, we're getting close to the time ready to go. Because I have to go to work and I started a little bit late here. But we're going to keep charging, or keep talking for a few minutes. Dro says the flavors of the month are pre-steeped. That's good. Good to know. Good to know. And they're not exactly, you know, super ashamed of this or anything. It's just their policy. They haven't really made an organization that steeps the juice beforehand because of the volume. They're really going for volume. And so this stuff is great. If you order 3 120s at a time, just steep the other 2 for a month. And then you'll have one that'll be a little bland for a little while, but not for long. Jeremy Fuchs says most melon flavors taste artificial, and I kind of agree. It's just a strange, I just don't enjoy the flavor. And some of them are good. Like Juicenstein is good. It's just not my favorite thing. In fact, I made a deal to trade this Juicenstein and the Mean Muffin with Noobsmith Trainee on Instagram for some coils. And so we're going to see some cool coils from Noobsmith Trainee coming through, some baby aliens. And I made a deal recently to get some coils from Coil Lab, our friend in Canada too, so that's going to be really cool. If you're into that. If you like coils and building coils, then leave us a note here. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and everywhere else too. Let's see if I can get some cool titles up. What do I have? I don't have that one. There's one. Oh. Unfortunately, though, the chat interfered with it. Oh, well. Sammy Joe says her cannoli disappeared. Yeah, your cannoli disappeared because it was so delicious and you vaped it all. I think I know that feeling very well. Oh, yes, I do. Kathleen Hunter says customs charges are based on price and weight. So yeah, e-liquid's gonna, if it's just price and weight, then yeah, the price isn't very high. So it might be good there, but the weight is definitely gonna be high. They're gonna be liquids. Dro likes the devil's fruit. Hi, Dro, by the way. It's great to see you, man. It's really great to see you. I just dropped my lid to my AIM 9 RDA. I hope all y'all are doing good. We got contests coming up this summer, and I have an anniversary coming up. I'm working on a website. You guys out there in the chat, if I make a website, are you guys interested? I'm gonna start posting all the shows and stuff to it, and I'm gonna post a schedule and that kind of stuff. That's useful, right? Tell me if that's useful. If you're watching on the replay, just chime in. Tell me what you think. All right. I really like the AIM 9 for bottom airflow. I can't believe I do. I mean, I generally don't like bottom airflow RDAs, and I like the AIM 9, and I like the Lush Plus. I can't believe I like the Lush Plus as well, because normally that much air just doesn't appeal to me, but for some reason it's good, and I think it's because they just made the flavor good. And if you really put the right coils on there and crank it up, it's fine. It's still too much air, but I like it. Thanks again, James, for putting in the code and the URL in there. Yeah, my favorite vapes from Swagg Sauce are Stifler's Mom, Maui Waui Milk now, Buttercracker, which I have a huge Buttercracker right here. Buttercracker is like a custard. To me, it tastes like a sugar cookie, but it's like a sugar custard, vanilla. And Stifler's Mom, Buttercracker, Maui Waui Milk, Graffiti Donuts. And what do I always say? You guys tell me. There's other reviews, though. Check out my channel. I can't remember now. Of course. Now that I need to remember, I can't remember. Now that I'm mad, I can't remember, y'all. All right. Well, Kathleen Hunter, it sounds delicious. Maybe you should move to the USA. No, nothing is worth moving to the USA. Not even cheap e-liquid. Dro says Buttercracker is awesome. Buttercracker is awesome. Buttercracker is so delicious. Y'all can see my review. It's in the channel. I love Buttercracker. You don't need to see the review, though. I mean, watch the video just for my benefit. That'd be great. But buy Buttercracker. You will like it. Love that stuff. Yeah, and Dro says that he likes the Joker, too. The Joker, for me, was a little bit like Juicenstein. It's a little bit fruity in a weird way, like a conflicted way. All right. In fact, I'm going to vape some Buttercracker here. I'm just going to mix it up with my Maui Waui Milk. I'm so trashy. I'm so trashy. Man, I love Texas Tough Cotton. I tell you, once you start using Texas Tough Cotton, it's hard to go back. I could crank that up a lot more. That's 110 watts. Let's go to 130. Yeah, pretty good. I got some spit back. There we go. That's yummy. And so Kathleen is asking what's happening in vaping in Washington State. Washington State put in sensible regulations that make sense. And we have a statewide registration where you have to like verify that you're. Oh, Dro says 007 from Swagg Sauce is good too. Thank you for reminding me. 007 is great. But in Washington State, Kathleen, they passed reasonable regulations to where businesses can allow vaping in there. It's not legal in the state to pass a vaping ban. You can't pass a statewide vaping ban. There isn't one. That's not allowed anymore. So all of those were struck down. All the local vaping bans were struck down. And now businesses are, excuse me. I'm so sorry. That was so weird. I just had one of those little coughing fits because I swallowed and breathed in some spit. Anyway, they passed a law that that vaping shops can allow vaping in the shops for the purposes of testing, and they just have to verify the age of everybody. So here in Washington State, it's reasonable. They knocked down all the vaping bans, and we're not quite Europe, but they're trying. Yummy. And I'm not sure what question that Double D's is asking, but she said no way. Last time she looked, it was just tobacco flavorings and not vapes. I'm not sure there. I'm very curious. Oh yeah, San Francisco has a flavor ban. You know, by the way, shame on you, San Francisco, you bunch of non-scientific fools. What the fuck? You're supposed to be like a science state? What the fuck? Passing a flavor ban. There's no evidence in the world that flavors that are cool lead to kids smoking or vaping. Vaping from kids and from smoking is down. It's all down. So this is no argument. That's going to go away. That's absolutely stupid. Yeah, it makes absolutely no sense. Okay, so we got to go here. Unfortunately, my time is running out here. Let me just turn off that chat here. I want to tell everybody out there, I love all you guys. You guys are great. Thanks for watching me. This is Juicy Jones HQ. Whoops. Be sure to follow us on, I just knocked my light over. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and follow us on Twitter at Juicy Jones, Instagram Juicy Jones HQ, here on YouTube at Juicy Jones HQ. Share this video with your friends. Tell everybody we're here every Wednesday morning, and Saturday mornings we chill and hang out and we talk vaping, and I just try to give you a reasonable idea of what's going on. We're not elitist. Everyone is welcome here. Nobody vapes in any kind of wrong way. Just stay off those cigarettes. So I love all y'all. Thanks again to AZ Swagg Sauce for sending these flavors to review because they were great and I appreciate them. Go check those guys out. Make sure you support our sponsors because they support us, and thanks a lot. So I'm going to click the button and we're going to vape out. Y'all are great. Thank you.